my friend. I heard it's been quite a day for you, huh? Well, I thought, why not invite you over to my aquarium designing studio? You know, you're always welcome here. Sorry I've got the lights so low, but I get migraines quite often, so I designed the whole thing to kind of just use this low light, low sound vibe here that we've got. It's another reason why I thought this would be a good place. You know, it sounds odd. You'd think an aquarium designing studio would be pretty noisy, but we keep it quiet here. And anyway, today, I actually had a little bit more in mind than just inviting you over. Not like that. I just mean that, we've got all the parts here, and the studio's been doing pretty well, so I've actually got a surplus, and I was thinking that today we could make you something special to brighten it. Just a custom aquarium just for you, free of charge. I'm serious. No, nothing at all will be required of you. You don't even have to maintain it. That's the other thing. Since you live so close, I can just come over every once in a while and make sure it's all in tip-top condition, you know? One of the perks of knowing me, I guess. So, what do you think? No sessions, just a friendly get-together, and together we just make this thing happen. Sick. Cool. I was worried you wouldn't accept, but awesome. I'm stoked. Well, let's get started. So, an interesting thing about the aquariums is that small aquariums, I think a lot of people want a small aquarium at first, but I just want to tell you, small aquariums actually require a little bit more work than the larger aquariums. I think it's because they get so big, you know? Look at the size difference here. So they get so big that a lot of the working parts of their environment help to regulate it, and it just makes maintenance a little bit easier to do. There's less that you have to do, and when something's off balance, you have more time to fix it. Whereas with a smaller aquarium, just a tiny change can really cause disaster because, well, relative to the amount of stuff in there, it's just not that much. So a small change, or I guess, I don't know, a small change in the little aquarium is just bigger. It's more impactful than a small change in a larger aquarium. So if you think you have space for it, I was thinking kind of one of these taller box shapes. There's also this one, which I think kind of looks like a theater. Like we would design some sort of, like a little scene for you or a diorama. But realistically, I think this one's a good choice right here. There's a lot we could do with just this aquarium here. Okay, cool. We'll go with this one then. Awesome. So, as I start working on this unique little underwater paradise, feel free to share whatever's on your mind. You know, just because your day was tough doesn't mean you don't get to vent. I'm here for you, so if you've got anything you want to get off your chest, you can just say it. Cool. Like I said, we're here just to relax, chat, unwind. Okay. So, back to the aquarium itself. I'm thinking that we can make you some sort of almost like a scene from nature. What do you think about that? I know it sounds like impossible, like only those super fancy aquariums, but I promise it's really easy. You just gotta have the right parts and, well, I guess it's not that easy, but here, it's easy. I'm gonna head on over to my little shop. I want to look at some of the rocks, centerpieces that we have available. I these really up the realism quality of the tank when you're checking them out. And right now, I'm thinking we could make a kind of, I don't know, like a lazy bend in a river, something like that. What do you think? Look at these rocks. So cool. There was one I had my eye on earlier, this guy right here. It just has a sort of character about it. Like how it's standing on just one little leg, but the top's actually like really tall. So let's go ahead and pick this one up. And I just want to see if I can get it right here in, maybe not the center, maybe just off center a little bit. Perfect. Just like that. I think that'll be nice so that no matter which side you're looking at it from, you've got something to look at. It doesn't look like it really has a backside to it, so that's kind of cool. And then maybe we could include a sort of, some sort of like dead wood. I feel like those would be present, it just fell to the bottom of the river, got stuck there. And remember, it's like a slow bend in it, so it's not like the water's running super fast or anything. Maybe something like this. We can make this one a bit bigger too. What about? I kind of don't like how they're lining up with each other. It almost seems like that's... I want something longer. Something that's going to kind of fall across there. Like this could work a little bit better. Okay, that works really well. Now, let's see. I want to change the sand a bit. We have this really nice clay substrate. There we go. And just so you have a better idea of what it is that we're doing here, let's go ahead and put it on the top. There we go. We'll just give it a nice white light for now, in fact. Take it, try again. We're gonna max that up. There we go. Now we can see a little bit better what's going on inside. There we go. Move that up a bit. And this can actually come back slightly. I always like to take the shaping tool here. Just lower all this down to the bottom. Because I don't want them to look like they're just sitting on top of the sand unnaturally. I want them to kind of look like they belong there. So, while I'm doing this, why don't you tell me about your day? What really went wrong? I'm just here to listen, You can sprinkle a bit of positivity into the mix as we make this little underwater world. It was work related. Oh, yikes. That can be really tough to navigate. Oh. That's too bad. Yeah, life can be a roller coaster, right? We all have those rough days, but it's all good. Together we can turn things around. What do you think here? kind of bury this. In fact, let's try this again. I want to make it a more even raised ground because I want to kind of bury the base of this stone right under there. There you go. We'll kind of keep this side of the tank a little higher than the other side. There we go. Okay, that's looking a little lumpy. Kind of pat that down a bit. There we go. This is more looking like a realistic sub. Just the ground section. I noticed that the glass is looking a little bit smoky, but don't worry, I have a fix for it. We have this really nice special glass. Actually, we have two grades. Let me show you the difference. So, the first one I'm going to activate right now. Did you see it? It kind of takes some of the smokiness out of the glass. But for you, I've got a special one right here. This kind of glass will really let you see everything that's going on inside the aquarium. Yep, I think I'm a fan. Let's just make sure we got the nice clear silicone so we could see through these corners a little bit nicer. I don't want it to distract it too much from what we've got going on here. Okay, so what kinds of plants are you thinking here for this? What do you imagine when you imagine your dream aquarium? Let's smooth this out a bit. There we go. So, picture this. A serene aquarium. Your personal little sanctuary. Always here to calm your nerves after a hectic day. Now, that can look like a lot of different things. Some people enjoy the peaceful still of the desert at night, or a crisp blue sky over waves of grass. Others like how the wind whistles through pines in the forest at night. And I even think my own parents used to like the sound of like frogs in the rainforest. They imagine rainforest because they're from Yucatan, or at least my dad is. And where his family lives, there's a lot of frogs. Really nice, dark terrain like this, like dark ground, like soft, very like wet earth, good fertile dirt, you know. That's what this clay sort of reminds me of. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. A lot of greenery really does a lot of good. And even though it looks kind of drab right now, I promise you by the time we're done with this thing, you won't believe how green it is. Okay, so let's start with the ugly bits. We need to have a filter for your tank. Look at the description. Internal water filter allowing two types of filtration, mechanical and biological. Removes physical and soluble chemical waste products from the aquarium. Model 2000 is designed for bigger tanks, and it is relatively quiet while working. I think this one's going to do perfectly. So, there's not really a way to hide these, but I think by the time we're done, I think you won't notice this as much. Right now it looks kind of like an eyesore, so try not to think about it too much, okay? Alright. Let's get some greenery up in here. Now I've got some really good ideas for the bottom piece. A lot of people don't know this, but we can actually make our own little rainforest floor here with these well-placed dwarf baby tears. I guess they're native to North America and the Caribbean, but they're really nice, and they can take away all this brown and kind of replace it with a green that looks almost like a rainforest floor or like a green little carpet. So let's just get some of this stuff down. We don't need too much right now, but just enough to get started and see how it is we want to continue here. And if you see any price tags, remember not to worry about it. This is all free of charge. Okay, that's already looking nice. So now I want to liven up that rock, and I think I have just the thing for it. There's some nice little mosses, this crystal ore moss. Let's see if there's any other kinds. We don't want this one, that'll be too big. But this guy might be perfect. So, you can hang out right here. And maybe another one. We could have him just hiding. Just a little smaller on this one. Doesn't need to be quite so large. Oh, there we go. Right there. Good, and we can see it from both sides. I really like that. I always appreciate when you can go to either side of the aquarium and it kind of looks like it was meant to be viewed from that side. So, we can add another little hiding one right here. And you can kind of still see it. Actually, I don't like how that looks. Let's remove it. Oh no, not the whole thing. It's gonna remove it all. Alright, I'm just gonna call that a happy little accident, leave it be. I don't wanna tempt my design process here. Okay. So that's a really good start. What else can we do? Let's start getting some 3D space going here. I'm thinking you. There we go. Now we can start kind of adding some dimensions to our aquarium and even start distracting from that ugly little water pump. Our forest floor is going to have a lot of trees in it. Let's see. There we go. A small one here too. Now we got the beginnings of a little forest here. But I think we can add some more diversity. I don't think these are quite right for like a rainforest vibe. This is more like a pine forest. Reminds me too much of the mountains. So let's swap it up. This could be cool. Let's hold off on that one. I want to see if there are any little rocks we can add to kind of add some realism to the scene. These lava rocks in particular I saw. Where are you? There we go. These guys will make a nice addition. Oh yeah, I already like this better. It just, I don't know why it feels a little bit more lively with a rock in it. I think it's because I'm so used to seeing rocks. When we used to go on walks when we were young, with our grandparents, we would collect rocks and bring them back, and my grandma would put them in her garden. So, I guess there's a bit of sentimentality to rocks, but they really do, to me, make the place look a little bit brighter. Okay, let's see what else we can add here. I want some more plants. And I'm thinking we can add, oh yes, little bushes like, oh maybe not that one. What about, these almost look like little ferns. Oh yeah, African water fern, look at that. It's just like a little fern. I don't think ferns really grow on rocks, so let's keep them down here. There we go. Just have a little couple of friends here. There you go. And maybe one of these bigger ones here. It'd be in a space with lots of light. Oh man, it's a little too close to the edge. What if... There we go. Right there. I think that's a good spot for one, and we don't need too many of those. What else? Oh, this looks cool. This is different than the moss we had earlier. Oh, I like this. This fern. This looks like a fern, but it goes on rocks, I think. Or maybe it just looks better on rocks to me. What do you think? Right about there. How's that look? I kind of like it. It's like a little hat. Oh, but you know what? I have a better idea. Oh yeah, I love it there. What do you think? Wow, I'm a huge fan. Let's... Oh. I better be careful. I guess once I put a moss on a piece of rock or wood, it's kind of stuck there, huh? Let's see. This is a kind of cool plant. It's kind of got like a fern-like shape, but that touch of red is just, it's nice. I must admit. How about like that? I wish I could, oh, you can. Those don't look like they grow on rocks, though. I just don't like how that looks. That one kind of does, but it seems a bit out of place. This is okay. It's like a green variant of that rose one that I saw earlier. There you go. You can just hide out back there. And you can accompany... maybe not. I don't like putting too much where there's like not that much light coming through. Because then it's like... I don't think that plant will live. He needs more light. And you'll see later on, when I've got the rest set up, not that much light is going to travel down to the bottom for these guys. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, this is very pretty. Yes. Yes, I love it. What do you think? Just a splash of red. Goes nice with these ones. And actually I saw one more red that we can add here. It would just be weird to have only one, but maybe if he's back here. I don't like how that clips through the log. Oops. No. Let's not be greedy. I'll take this one out. This is already quite nice. Okay, so let's get back to working on our little carpet here. Take more of these little dwarf baby tears and sort of plant them wherever we can to imply this nice green little carpet. over here. Underneath the log. Actually, maybe not too much. Let's move this little one out. Oh, I see. I've got some... This is a ground problem. Okay, let's go ahead and flatten some of this out. It's a little uneven. Ooh, I just heard a screech owl outside. Let's see if I can sneak it into this corner here. Ooh, almost. There we go. Can you fit here? There we go. Okay, keep going. We've got another little mound here. It's a little too bumpy. Well, let me place. There we go. At least should be poking out at least a bit there. Okay. Well, we don't need all that green grass down there. This could be a place where not enough light travels down, so it's really hard for it to get purchase underneath the rock itself. So we'll just have to plant these little grass pieces out here. And there could be a bit of overlap. That's it. Just like that. Okay. Looks like I've messed up some ground here again. Okay, let's take this and smooth that out. There we go. And okay. There we go. Might as well have some really big pieces back here. Of course, underneath the log. There we go. Now that's a proper little carpet. Okay, I see some rough patches here, so let's add a little more. Right here. Very good. Okay, I'm a lot more pleased with this. Now, I still want to get some verticality here. I wonder how these would look. Maybe a bit too much. Yeah, we'll leave that one out. But I'm sure we've got all these. It's almost like a little cactus or something. No. Let's see. I want something. Oh, this could be nice. It's kind of big, but I'm not. Oh. I'm not against it. If I can get it upright. don't know how I feel about that one. No, it's too much. Let's take that one off. Let's see. How about you? Oh, this is nice. Oh, yeah, I like this one. This one. This one almost looks like. Yeah, like it wants to be up here, look. Just a bit. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay. Okay. How are you feeling about it so far? It's okay. Even if you want me to reduce some of this stuff, it's totally okay. Remember, this isn't. It's not about the design, it's about our friendship. This is about finding you a space where you can relax and find peace. So, it's important that it's something you really like. Okay, well, if you're satisfied, let's keep going. Because I have something planned for the top here. A lot of people don't think about the top of the aquarium, but there's actually little plants that live up there too. You can give your fish a nice place to hide. Speaking of fish, I was thinking maybe we could get you some nice little schooling fish. Like, there are some really beautiful neon tetras that I think would just love it here. They like to be in kind of big groups. I think we can get like 10 in here, and they will just have a blast. It'll be like their own private secret town, secret fish mansion. Uh-oh, I lost my plant. Maybe that's a sign. Let's add in some variety here. There we go. Actually, let's put him over the rock. Almost like it's like touching down like a little alien, yeah. And we've even got this guy here. Maybe not that way. I want to kind of. How about right here? You know what? I think that's too much. We'll have to take this one off. But is there anything else that hangs from the top like that? These look like they do, but they don't. Wait. Oh, I do like that, but no, not for this one. Oh, this could work. Oh, yes. There we go. This is what we're missing. I love that. Okay. Where's our little... There we go. Keep on putting some more of these down. They don't have to completely cover it, but it's just nice having some of that shade for the fish to go and feel like they're relaxing and hiding from view as well. There we go. So what do you think so far? Pretty cool, huh? I'm quite pleased with what we've gotten so far. Okay. So, what do you think about those fish I was telling you about earlier? This is what they look like. They have a few different forms. You like the classic style best? Alright, just take a look at them one more time. Make sure it's the one you want. Okay, we'll go with the classic then. let's take a look at some stuff first. Want to make sure our temperature's right for when the fish arrive. I think they'll be happy around 22 degrees Celsius or 23. Okay. And what about the pH? Something's wrong with this one. It's the Christmas moths. Let's take a look. Plants. I believe it's this. No, this one. So they need a pH of 5 to 6.5. I think that's okay. Let's check out our fish. So, the cardinal tetra needs about 6.5 as well. That's great. We can actually adjust the pH with a little regulator here. It doesn't need to be a lot, just a dash. There we go. That just dropped our pH down to 6.5. So now we know that the plants will be okay. We'll just have to check to make sure the fish are okay. So let's find him. And we'll drop in. Ooh, why'd our lights turn off? I'll have to put it back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Let's see. Are you happy, fish? Good. They don't mind their spacing or feed. Something's wrong here. This guy. That is the... What is that? Amazon sword plant. Oh, it needs a temperature of 24 degrees. Well, let's see if our neon fish can survive at that temperature. If not, unfortunately, I'll have to replace that plant. Oh yeah, these are hardy little fish. Anywhere from 21 to 35. Okay, so let's go back to that. There we go. This plant's unhappy, so take it up 1 degree. Nice. Okay. This looks great. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fish. Awesome. I was thinking that they deserve a friend. Let's see. Maybe not this one. He's too aggressive. Guppy. Maybe. No. That won't do. This one. Peaceful beta. I don't know if those little tetras would bite it, so maybe not. Oh, look! One of the most peaceful gouramis and an excellent community fish. Males are territorial with one another, so ensure there are adequate hiding places in the aquarium. Oh, that's great, because we have a lot of hiding places in this aquarium. What about you? Well suited for multi-species. Ooh, I don't like that they're omnivorous, though they might eat the other fish. I think this one sounds great. Most peaceful, excellent community fish. And I like this color here. Just a little brighter. Just one. Now I think this fish wants a slightly higher temperature. Let's check. Yep. But I think everyone else will be cool with it. Oh no. That'll be too hot. Unfortunately, this little fish is not going to be compatible. We'll have to take him out. Okay, so now we know we're going to be capped at 24 degrees. They must be a fish that can live at that temperature. Actually, this one could be found. This is a crazy looking fish. Oh, these guys could be cool. They have a pH that fits 22 to 25 degrees. They're small. They're another schooling fish. And they like to hang out in the bottoms, whereas the tetras like to hang out in the middle. This is perfect. Let's add in 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. It looks like everyone's happy. Take a look at that. I'm very pleased with this aquarium. Are you? Awesome. Well, that's great. And remember, every month I could just swing on by and give it a look, make sure all the fish are in good order, and keep it maintained. Plus, it's an excuse to drop by and have another chat, which I had quite a lot of fun here. I hope you feel a lot more relaxed. I always do when I'm done, especially when I'm just looking at the fish kind of hanging out here. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot one of the finishing touches. One of my favorite parts of the aquarium is that we can change the top. So, where are you? We want to actually give it a color that I think looks a little more natural than the white. This is the white. But I think around a river, don't you think the sun would be kind of shining in the water and the light reflecting off some other green plants? So I like this color best. And we'll make sure that it's bright so it penetrates all the way to the bottom. Gives our little grass carpet some food to grow. Oops. Spun that off. That's okay. That'll fix itself. Well, this is it. This is the place for you. A little aquarium for you to find some peace, relax every day. Thanks for letting me create this special space for you. You know, we're in this together, so whenever you need a friend, I'm here. You know where to find me. Well, I'll see you next week, and we'll get this installed up at your place. Thanks again for stopping by. Good night.